All right, hello everybody. Joey here again for our weekly office hours. Today we're doing something a little different. Oh, hopefully everything is.
A little laggy.
Yeah, I'm looking at my head because I got all these windows up and I'm killing my computer. But maybe we'll be like 4 frames a second. Uh, um, all right. Well, I want to introduce. Let me jump on in. Uh, Introduce Jayhan. Uh, Jayhan is a creator extraordinaire. Um, I guess I've met you in. I haven't physically met you, but I've met you digitally many times. There he is. Um, Jayhan, tell the audience who you are, man.
Hey, my name's Jayhan, and I'm just been I got into the metaverse about 3 months ago, but before the metaverse, I've been in the jewelry game for a while. I've been born into it. My whole family's been so yeah, just been doing a lot of jewelry, doing a lot of customizing jewelry also. So yeah, and then I just got into uh metaverse. We are.
Yeah. So we got introduced by Jake over at Spatial back during a million years ago in March. um,
Yeah.
Jake hooked us up. We wanted to throw an event inside of a spatial NFT, a virtual environment, and you owned one of Trash Hand's ISO blocks, and uh,
That's right.
yeah, and we
That's right.
we
So
rented it.
like,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So I was just gonna explain like how I got into the ISO block.
Yeah.
That's cool. So I was in a Discord. I bought an NFT from Metamundo, which they do portals and stuff like that. And in that Discord, they gave me an opportunity. I got chosen to be whitelisted for the ISO block environment. So ever since then, I bought that ISO block, and then yeah, I got immersed into customizing my ISO block the way I wanted it to. I mean, I thought it was super cool with the train and how the whole environment was set up, but I just wanted to, twist it up to how I wanted it and how I wanted to create it with my imagination, right? And once I started doing that, I think Spatial, Jake, all those guys, they started noticing what I'm doing, and they hit me up and hey, so South by Southwest reached out and they want to use your ISO block, and then yeah, and then that's where I met you, Joey, and then yeah, I rented it out to you, and then you set up your stuff,
Yeah.
and yeah, yeah, here we are.
You've got a job that has never existed in the history of the world. It's like an interior designer a bit because you're customizing these somebody else's art, but you're taking it to a whole other level. Like it's like that's never happened. Like nope, that's not a job, but you made it a job.
Yeah, I was a little confused myself in the beginning because everyone's like, "Oh, you're pioneering something," and I'm just like, I'm just having fun with it, you
Yeah.
know? I didn't expect anything out of it, but then yeah, and then ISO block when I customize that, I've been reached out to do custom work for them for other artists, one-of-one artists, and also people wanted to rent out my space. It's
Uh,
a pretty interesting journey.
yeah, you're
So
like a landlord. You're like a party planner. You've got all these
oh yeah.
things you're doing.
Yeah, so I did host a party in my ISO block. It actually it filled up like it went crazy. We kind of broke spatial that day too. It was super cool. A bunch of artists came out. Shout out to Dope Stilo and his crew. Yeah, so ever since then I've been hosting parties, events. It's been very interesting, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Even last night we had a party. We did a hosted event at a one of Blockstone environments, and we crashed that one too. So It's been pretty awesome having all these artists come and performing in the metaverse, having a bunch of people there and enjoying the time, enjoying the art. Obviously, you
Yeah.
can post up your NFTs, sell NFTs in there too. So, sky's the limit.
Uh, and it's interesting the post COVID, right? We were locked in our house for 2 years, and then we're kind of coming out and doing parties. But now I can do a party every night. From 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 my keyboard, or I put on my Quest 2 headset. I am curious. Do you know? Like I'm looking at this photo. If you look on the jumbotron, this was your party last night. There's 30
Yeah.
people. Everybody's customized. Everybody's rocking, their gear. I am curious.
Right.
Do you know if are people using their headset to interact, or are most folks sitting on their keyboard drinking a glass of wine? Like, how are these people consuming or hanging out together?
So, so for the most part, people are usually on the desktop,
Mm-hmm.
controlling it that way. But you'll like a couple people. There'll be a few people in there with VR headsets. I feel like the thing is that it's so early that the VR headsets technology is not up to date to where it needs to be in metaverse.
Yeah.
So like it can't be fully optimized, right? Um, but yeah, but for me, I feel like at the end of the day, to experience the metaverse, you have to VR. Like with that experience itself, being immersed in metaverse, virtual reality is a whole nother level experience. And definitely, I recommend getting a VR goggles to experience that.
Yeah, they make your head hot, and then it's just that extra step of having to put them on. But they are such a teleporter. Like, dude, I am no longer in my house. I am uh, transported. I play a lot of Golf Plus. I don't know if you've seen the Golf Plus app, where you can play in a foursome with
Yeah,
it. Amazing. And I didn't
yeah.
take 3 steps away from my desk. It's like it's just so the
Yeah, I think that just the immersiveness of VR is just at a since we're in the beginning, like this is just the baby stage, and once it gets like leveled up, it's gonna be even crazier.
So,
But
so
yeah.
talk to me about your real estate holdings. So now you are the purveyor of parties. People come to you, like we came to you. Hey, we want to host a party in your NFT. You've got to have a portfolio that is, you know,
Yeah.
ridiculous, like amazing.
So yeah, I have basically all the penthouses from Exclusible. It's like Dubai, Paris, where Las Vegas,
Yeah.
two other more, but yeah, I got those. I got Isoblock. I got some custom environments, Blockstone. Yeah, I just have a bunch of environments that's ready to go. I'm ready to shows, host, curate artists, do whatever, even like I don't there's like even watch parties, like for sports watch parties or something like that. It's just endless what you could do in here.
Yeah, think about it in the meat space. Every city has a bunch of these party venues where there's catering and there's all these things, but you
Right.
can't customize that space. You can't brand it easily. You can't make it an IBM event or a Facebook event. It's but in your world and with your skills, you can dress this set to be whatever you need for that party, for that venue.
Right. So, for example, this Paris penthouse, right? So what I did was I pretty much skinned the whole building from interior and exterior. I didn't really do too much up here at the rooftop, but if I get a chance to go in the side, but I put up a bunch of since we're in Paris, I put a bunch of like old Paris paint, like Monet
Mm-hmm.
paintings and stuff like that, and like the ceiling paintings from the chapels and stuff. Man, I just try to make it more like as beautiful as possible, and yeah, so like I just yeah, just been trying to figure out how to customize and beautify and the same time show my creativity and
Yeah. Do you want to go downstairs real quick? I do want to show off your kind of next level work.
yeah, let's
Yeah.
go. Follow me.
Like the building, everything's beautiful, but then you're like this Chip and Joanne
Yeah.
Gaines. You're just taking it next level. Uh,
Like even these walls outside, I put this texture onto it,
yeah.
gold like leaves and stuff. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So this was never there. If you look up at the ceiling up here, like I placed that up there, all these Monet paintings in the sides,
Yeah.
and of course the French flag. Um,
World Cup.
Even over here, like Cartier, well, yeah, World Cup. You know, France won World Cup twice, so I gotta, and then the most expensive bottle of wine of France. You know, nice
It's like
Cartier watches and
you're dressing a set. I watch all these home shows where they're trying to sell some fancy house, and they have a whole crew come inside and make it look more attractive. It's already an amazing
right,
mansion,
right.
but like you're just, dude, the Napoleons. Come on, man, that's so awesome.
Yeah, the Napoleons, and even behind this exclusable line, I put like a GIF or a video, like waterfall, like the water is like down and stuff.
Oh, so that wasn't this watery thing wasn't there. That's all custom,
Yeah, yeah, it was not there. It's all custom.
dude. Dude, this isn't a job. You
But yeah.
invented this job, dude. You've invented this space.
Yeah, I guess if you don't have the file to go into like Blender or whatever to change it up, this is the only way to do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, let's go back upstairs. I just wanted to show just how beautiful
Yeah.
but you can't sell this. Like you can't sell this customization. This is just you've renovated. Renovated is a strong word, but you've like customized your NFT, and then people are holding parties inside.
Right.
Yeah, man,
Right. Yeah.
amazing.
It,
I love it. All right, so I do want to talk about kind of ownership because I'm fascinated. Like you have all these NFTs, you have these amazing virtual worlds that you have access to. I'll give you a lame example from my own world. So this is literally a picture from my garage. We had a big garage sale.
mm-hmm.
These are tapes that I acquired over, when I was cool, when I
Yeah.
was skinny and cool.
Very old,
Yeah, old stuff.
very old school, man.
Yeah, I wish I had a photo of all my good hip hop. I mean, Tougher Than Leather, my Run DMC.
Yeah.
So it was like a grab bag. Like anybody in the late '90s,
Right.
got early '90s, late '80s,
Right.
uh,
Uh-huh.
and I own all this content, and I wanted to sell it. The problem is there was no marketplace. There was no easy way for me to get rid of, 20 years worth of audio tapes. And I like to kind of relate that to NFTs, in that it's content that I own. While there's no smart contract, I do own the box and the tape inside. But there was no easy
Right.
marketplace to offload this stuff. And the the horrible end to the story is some guy walked into my garage, asked my wife, "Hey, $50 for the whole stack?" And she's like, "Yeah," and then it's gone, right?
Yeah.
So,
Oh my
so
gosh.
all my 20s are represented in that stack, and they're worth $50 to one random guy who walked into my garage in Austin, Texas, on a
Yeah.
hot Sunday. So there was this post. This was yesterday, NFT Noah, and this is kind of, it's funny. All these crypto projects, there's this, I don't know, not righteousness isn't the right word, but there's like a goal that we're trying to achieve. There's like a mission. And I understand, the mission of decentralization and the tools we're trying to build and provide. But for me, I just want to own stuff. Like I don't own my Spotify songs I don't own MP3s anymore.
Yeah.
My Disney films, I don't have VHS tapes or DVDs anymore. I just
Yeah.
rent it month to month. And I want to own something and be able to transfer it. All right. So here's kind of how metaverse creators, there's this huge economy, and you see it. You're a purchaser of NFTs. Like you're an owner.
Right.
You're buying all these art projects. Um, the creators, they're independent guys for the most part, and there might be medium-sized designer collaborations, but these aren't like Microsoft. These aren't like giant companies with glass buildings. These are
Right.
so option number one, you upload the actual 3D model to like OpenSea, and it's right click save. Right, I see this all the time. Some guy spends 2 days building a beautiful little model, whether it's a hat or a 3D avatar or whatever, and I can just go right click and save it and adapt it. And um, there's
Right. That's so crazy because like all that hard work that people put into their
right.
environments or their assets, right? It can just be stolen just like that. Like it's so easy just to right click and save, you know? All that hard work just goes down the drain, and then that person has that ownership of it and can do whatever they want with it, right?
It's
Without you
about the
even giving them
remix.
permission.
You're about the remix.
Right.
Hip hop is about the
I'm about the remix.
remix. Yeah.
Right, right.
So option number two that I see this now more and more. What they do is they render out the 3D model or the virtual environment. They do like a little, I don't know, like a trailer of what the model looks like, and they attach that to the NFT. And then on OpenSea, you have the ability to include an unlockable, and I'm putting that in air quotes. Basically, it's a text field. It is a text field. And what people are doing, what artists are doing, is they're storing the model, the 3D GLB or Blender file or whatever it is, up in like a Google Drive or an S3 bucket. And then the NFT owner can unlock that URL and then go grab the file, which is great until you don't pay your Google Drive, your Google account bill, or your Amazon bill, or you get a new job and do something else. And the problem that I have is like me as an NFT collector, I don't own that NFT. It isn't in a place of, I don't own that asset. Like it isn't in a place of permanence.
Right.
Yeah. If I have the URL, if I know the URL to the address, I can just have it forever. Like it's all right. So the lack of permanence
Yeah.
is the thing, and then number three is kind of like what you have. Like you have this amazing portfolio, but you just have a membership to the assets. You don't own,
Yeah. Right.
and you can't do the remix. Like you kind of, which is more Web 2 than
I
Web
mean, I
3.
could, right. I could do the remix,
Mhm.
but it's like the poor man's remix, right? Like just manually remixing it with drag and drop JPEGs and pasting it on walls instead of going into the software to actually change the buildings, whatever, the structures and stuff like that.
But you couldn't sell that to me. Like I love
Right.
the Napoleon themed rooms and the World Cups on the wall. Like you could not, as an artist,
Right. I
and
would not be able. Yeah.
yeah. All right, so a better solution. This is when I turn into corporate Darkblock guy. Um, so
Okay.
like I'm corporate anything. Um, the the
Yeah.
we think the value is in unlockables, and what an unlockable is, it's not necessarily just a pointer to some file on a Google Drive. It is actually taking that asset, that 3D model, uploading it to kind of long-term storage. We use Arweave. Literally, you upload a file to Arweave, and it's there. You pay for 200 years at a time. Like it's
Wow.
mind blowing. Like it's your kids will have access,
Wow.
right? So the idea of transferring, you think about heirlooms. You got fancy watches or jewelry or a car, but NFTs are going to live long after we're dead. Um, it was funny.
Yeah.
A couple office hours ago, I interviewed the guy from Renegade Comics, and they have built these puzzles that you essentially have to solve to get access to being able to buy an NFT. And he's perfectly happy with somebody discovering that puzzle in like 100 years, because it's all on chain, it's all decentralized, and like these projects live
Right.
long after we're gone. So,
Mm.
so the idea is store it in kind of permanent storage, which is what we do with our unlockable solution. The other thing we do is we encrypt it. So the idea that only the owner of the NFT can decrypt this particular asset. So you have true ownership. So even if I knew figured out the URL to where it's stored in Arweave, because everything's on chain, everything's kind of viewable, available. It'll be encrypted that I need the key to be able to unlock it. So only the NFT owner can do it. The other thing,
Wow.
the other thing is rewarding. So as an NFT creator, you get all these people to buy your NFT. Awesome. And you want to hook them up. You want to reward them. You want to incentivize them to buy more. Let's say like this amazing exclusible environment. It right now it works great in the Quest 2, but like in the Quest 7, it's gonna be like a 640 by 480 photo. It's gonna be low resolution, right?
Right.
So the idea of upgrading collections is what we offer. So when there's the 4K, 8K, 12K version that's coming down the line, you could, as the NFT creator, add additional file formats.
Sick.
All right.
Dude.
So what I want to show, if you don't mind, is a quick example. Like we're at 1221.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have to change screens here, so bear with me real quick. I'm gonna see what to change my tabs. Oh, all right. I don't know if you see that.
Yeah.
I don't see you.
Adjust this.
Yeah, you can adjust it. Yeah,
you
got
don't
you got the skills.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy?
I'm so like, I'm so used to this. Like, this is second nature to me now.
You are OCD in the metaverse, man. You are OCD in two places.
Oh, oh gosh. When I see the lines not line up, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I-
That's awesome. So what you see here is an NFT that I created up on Holoplex, which is one of the Solana marketplaces. Shout out to the Holoplex guys. Shout out to the Solana community.
Yeah.
My God. I think rumor is that Solana support's coming to Spatial just around the corner. So that's gonna be huge because they have a big
That's
numbers.
true. Yeah, that's right.
So this is an NFT, your classic NFT. What I get is a picture of the NFT, but there are no assets directly associated. And what we would do, and what I'm going to show you, I'm going to add the actual 3D model, so of this T-shirt. So here's a T-shirt model. And T-shirt GLB. I'm going to give the ability to download it. It's popping up my wallet. Let's see. This is on Solana, so it popped up my Phantom wallet. I'm now minting a Darkblock and Unlockable. Success. I'm done.
Oh, sweet.
So let's see. It's reloading it. So what you see is now a Darkblock, which it can be any kind of asset. It can be movie files. It can be PDFs. It can be EPUBs. We've got a dozen different formats we support. But only you could literally go to this URL to see this NFT. But only I, as the owner of the NFT, can unlock it. So I'm going to authenticate my ownership. It does a Phantom wallet pop-up. And then now it's going to the permanent storage, to the 200-year storage. It's grabbing this 1 megabyte file. And not only can you see it, but I can download it. So, can I add models? Let me see. So here, I'm going to bring it into my Metaverse. Here's the model I just downloaded. Upload in progress.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. And it's stored in the NFT as an unlockable for my kids and your kids and great great grandkids.
Wow.
Yeah. So what we're hoping is kind of metaverse creators um, to enable permanent storage, so that it isn't just a membership card. It isn't just a uh, link to a Google Drive that may or may not be there, in the future. Yeah,
Wow.
man.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and I can literally.
Full protection.
Yes, sir. So we have all this functionality. Solcy on the Solana side, they're a partner of ours. This works right here, right now. Holoplex, we'll have that implemented in the next within the next month. You know, ideally, Darkblock isn't really a destination. We're a plumbing company. We're building behind the scenes stuff. But our partners, we want them to kind of add this functionality. Oh, there you are. All right, man. Dude, it's 12:28. I did my 12:26. I did my rambling. Um,
Yeah, dude.
did you have fun?
Yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, just like this whole metaverse thing, especially like got into it. I didn't expect anything out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And just to have this this opportunity and to realize like the passion that I never knew about and for it to come out through the metaverse, it's an awesome experience, and I'm super glad, happy that uh Spatial and Isoblock
Yeah.
and everybody that's been helping me through this journey. It's a true blessing, and I just appreciate everybody and you, Joey, and ever since we first met, like it's been you've been nothing but helpful to me, and I just want to say thank you and to Darkblock and everybody, and it's just an awesome, awesome, awesome time and super super fun.
I think props to you, man. You are a hustler. Like you are. You're not sitting around playing video games all night. Like you are. Bringing people into
Yeah.
your worlds. You're letting them host their parties and hang out and talk and be human, yet as avatars. Like it's a pleasure to get to know you. So what happens next? What's the future? Where are we going with all this? What are you planning next?
So my whole end goal, since I'm in the jewelry business in real life, I want to bring the jewelry into the metaverse, and I want to custom make my own jewelry line
Ooh.
for these avatars, and I just and then have a metaverse, a jewelry metaverse, and have jewelry NFTs, and where it's like unlockable content, where I'll use Darkblock and to keep my NFT safe. You know what I mean? Like I'm definitely excited about. Yeah, so yeah, watch out for jewelry line that's gonna come out maybe next couple months.
Dude, I want a big old dookie chain for my avatar.
That Run DMC chain. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I got you. I'll airdrop you one.
Big old Jesus piece just hanging, just this. Oh, so nice. Dude, Jay.
Yeah, I'll be doing. Yeah, yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna be doing custom pieces like one-on-one
Oh, wow.
for that too. So yeah, you guys are looking.
Amazing, right? And the audience will be the world, right? Because you can bring them into your showroom. They don't have to go into the, like they can. Amazing. They don't have to go into the physical showroom. Like I can be anywhere in the
Exactly.
world.
Just come into the meta. Yeah, you can be anywhere in the world. Come into my metaverse and see all the stuff in my jewelry, my metaverse. And pick and choose, and yeah, if you want custom work, we can do custom work. It's amazing.
Amazing. Jay, I'm wrapping it up. You're the man. I appreciate the time and the patience and letting me do this in your universe here, man.
Man, it's a pleasure, dude. Thank you for setting this up, Joey.
All right. Take it easy. Thank you, sir.